Last time on the Alpha Male Universe.
I have 0 active lawsuits. But I'm going to give you an analogy, right? If I disliked you strongly enough and wanted to attempt to ruin your reputation, it'd be very simple. I'd file a lawsuit for $40 saying you did the most egregious shit in the world, you lied, you stole, knowing that it would get thrown out. And when the judge does throw it out in the first 3 fucking minutes, I'd have hate pages post about the lawsuit, ignoring the fact that it got thrown out because it was absolute bullshit. This is how these situations normally go. So listen, if you're a male that's focused on my life and not building your own, I advise you to please get my balls out of your throat.
So in the last episode, talking about the pubes, oh my god, bro, I'm cooked. Anyway, Pubes Watson, right? He was crashing out over being sued. He is withholding the Lamborghini Urus from its rightful owner, and then he crashed out, right? And things only got worse from there because he is continuing to melt down. He is throwing fits. He is absolutely out of his mind, upset that the haters have their bolas in his throat, right? And the Alpha Male Universe is full of all of these characters, but there is tremendous interest in Broccoli Head, Calamari Head, whatever you want to call him, and it is gonna get wild. So you know what? Let's get in the flow state together and get this show on the fucking road.
I mean, listen, as a man to discuss another full-grown man is already gay. It's like, are we daydreaming about other men or are we getting shit done? You know, people come to me, they go, Vince, what do you think about this dude? I heard that guy's not actually rich. I'm like, big dog. I don't think about other men. I'm a straight male. I focus on myself.
Oh, so nowadays, if you criticize anyone, you just want some chorizo in your boca. I mean, there's probably a good percentage of people who watch these videos who generally want chorizo in their boca, so I don't know how that's going to be an insult to them, right? But let's real quick dial in on this, right? He is in his full-blown swole cow career. What an amazing accomplishment, Pubes Watson, because he is now crashing out day after day that he got exposed that he is a broke lame, that his entire life is a front, and when people count his pockets, as he would say, he gets extremely irrationally upset and comes up with a new narrative that you want chorizo if you criticize him. And Vincent Fischer is just upset because he has burnt ramen on his fucking head and has pubes on his face. I mean, this guy is an absolute meme, so let's check out more what he has to say.
I go, Jack, what have you accomplished this year? Have you bought your dream car, retired your mom? What have we done? Oh, well, Vince, I discovered this dude's not actually rich. It's like, big dog, how about we discover how to get some money our damn selves? You know, this is why we're broke. Boys, a loser will always see adversity as failure because they never stayed in the game long enough to win in the first place. They don't know what that feels like. All they've done when shit's gotten hard is fucking quit. So when they see a winner who's built different, all they hope they do is bitch like them. But every real winner knows we failed thousands more times than losers have failed. The only difference is we adapted, we improved, we got back up, and we went harder. So your only goal is staying focused. While they bitch and gossip about every single dip in your uptrend, all you have to do is work. That's it. And as they gossip and you work, eventually you're going to outwork them to irrelevance. And every single word they spoke against you is merely a fucking shadow as opposed to what you've accomplished.
Why is little bro acting like he is like Decimus Maximus from Gladiator, like leading thousands of people into battle? I'm gonna leave them in the shadow, all of my haters. Like, bro, you're not that tough and you're not that cool. So he wants to make you think that he's like this big name, right? Dial in on the fucking balloon animal statue in the background. That thing has been there for a year. He uses this penthouse in Brickell, Miami to LARP as like some celebrity, some A-tier celebrity, S-tier celebrity, but it's a bunch of bullshit, and it's finally time that he got cooked because he was able to have like this fake image before people were roasting him, but now the heat is starting to build up on him and he's crashing out saying that lawsuits filed by Cario. If you're tuned in with the AMU, you know that Cario is involved with a lot of weird ass shit, right, with these alfalfa males, while Vincent Fischer took their car and won't give it back to them. So he's framing his actual criminal behavior as adversity. That's fucking dumb, right?
Let me ask you an honest question, okay? If you were really rich, then why do you charge? Do you need the money?
Well, I mean, listen, you work at Target, right? Is Target free or do you pay?
Well, Target's a store, and that's why they charge.
Yeah, man, and this is an online store, bro.
No, I get that you have a store, but I'm saying, like, oh man, I heard Floyd Mayweather's going broke. He had to fucking sell his jet. It's what happens when you walk around like you're the shit. Hello?
Where's the fucking rent, man?
I told you by next month.
Not bro comparing himself to a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Target, or even putting himself in the same conversation as Floyd Mayweather. He's basically trying to say, hey, because I had to turn in that Lamborghini I couldn't afford and I defaulted after 2 months of payments, yeah, I'm the same as Floyd Mayweather. I wanted to include this clip into this video because it highlights how rattled he is. No one who would sit here and say that they don't care would ever legitimately then try to assume the act of what a hater looks like. There's just no way. He is for sure reading every single comment posted about him. I think it's just hilarious that we live rent-free in his head. So let's transition now on over to this clip where he continues melting down while trying to portray himself as a deep thinking philosopher.
Boys, one of my favorite quotes by Earl Nightingale is the opposite of courage isn't cowardice, it's conformity. A lot of people would rather fit in with literal dumbasses than succeed. If you're gonna conform, make sure you conform to the right crowd. Are you conforming with the 99% that has zero results in hating? Are you conforming to the 1% that actually makes the world go around? I want you to understand if you go against the grain, it's gonna be uncomfortable. You might lose some friends. You might have to ride solo for a little bit, but the only way to become outstanding is to fucking stand out.
We all know that Broccoli Head had no idea who Nightingale was. He probably asked ChatGPT, who's someone I can quote to look smart? And then he did that, right? But let's just play the alfalfa game and assume that these life coaches make this system go around. How? How do they make the system go around? What type of product do they produce? What type of service do they provide that actually helps the world? Like medicine, construction, enforcement, laws, technology. You kind of get the idea, right? Oh, absolutely fucking nothing. So that's like the thing that you have to understand, which is like the foundation of the AMU, is that all of these characters that we rose will preach this message of standing out by literally doing nothing except trying to trick the next fool. That's basically it, right? So I find it funny that he wants to quote people and act really deep with his philosophy, but he's just literally grifting. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I'm not going to add any fancy words. He's just grifting. And let's actually, you know what? Let's hear the pitch about the architect army.
Now listen, if you have any level of awareness to the message I just said, it means that you're meant for more. And most people never wake up. They're just like bots. I don't know how to explain it. People come to me, they go like, Vince, I heard you're a scammer, you sell info. I'm like, here's hundreds of wins. Scroll through. Well, Vince, maybe the screenshots and the wins are fake. It's just like, if we put half as much action into our craft as we did skepticism, brother, we'd fucking have results. And that's what keeps you stuck, is that you conform to everybody else who says the same shit and you don't even know why. What you do know is you don't live the life you want. You've tried that route. So why not try a different route? Guys, Architect Army, 7 days completely free. I'm going to teach you how to get in the best shape of your life physically and mentally. I'm going to show you how to market, sell, and turn your phone into a literal printing machine. Click the link on the screen, join up. I'll see you inside. We host calls once a week, and let's rock.
So let me get this straight. He basically showed a bunch of screenshots from Discord, which can be obviously manipulated. And then the other half were like broccoli head people holding stacks of cash with Rolexes and Corvettes. Yeah, man, that was really convincing. And oh, you're going to get all of us in the best shape of our life, but you are not in the best shape of your life in a rented Brick L penthouse. Okay, yeah, that sounds really convincing. Not, right? Oh my gosh, man. Vincent Fischer is an absolute clown. It's only going to get worse. He's actually announced that he's leaving that apartment. So I'm quite curious as to where it goes from there. But then he got angry at people talking about sports. And yeah, here's this.
Well, man, listen, to put another man's last name across your back. It's just, bro, something doesn't sit right about that with me, It's just to scream another man's name with enjoyment and to bounce up and hey, he scored. It's just like, brother, what have you scored? The only thing we should be celebrating is your accomplishments. The only person you should be a fan of.
I can't imagine how miserable it would be to live an existence where you cannot enjoy anything that's outside of grinding for money. Man, some of my most favorite memories with my mom and dad were going to professional baseball games, just enjoying the moment, cheering for the team. Yeah, did it have any consequence for my life? No. But you know what? Actually, it did, because I saw an example of teamwork, people working hard and working together for the greater goal to win, right? And I carried those values on for the rest of my life, and many other people have as well. So that's why sports matters, because it highlights working together as a team, dedicating yourself to fitness, all of these things, which Vincent Fischer could never, right? And so he'll criticize you if you cheer for Tom Brady or anybody like that, but those people actually represent the highest level of their sports, where they had to sacrifice a tremendous amount to reach that level. So of course Vincent Fischer hates them, and he also hates them because they make way more money than them. But I'll leave you with this, where bro has completely lost his mind.
Bro, did you hear? Bro, I heard that one dude, like, you know Vincent Fischer? Yeah, the 6'5" dude that's taller than us, more jacked, makes more money? Yeah, bro, his place is rented. Bro.
What a way to end the video. I physically cringed so bad when I saw that clip. Like, these are not the wins he thinks it is. He thinks that he's gadooshing us. What a damn fool. So you know what? If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it because it helps the AMU grow. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and we have a community Discord. So you know what? Catch you in a future AMU episode. Later.